What it do, homies? We out here with a donation request. This time when you're checking out Hell is for Children by Benatar. Now I have learned through experience not to judge a book by its cover. You know what I mean? Especially when it comes to titles. Okay, let's go ahead, shut up, turn it up. That's the lyrics on the screen version. Just to make sure we ain't missing nothing.
They hide in the light, so you can't see their fears. Forgive and forget all the while. Love and pain become one and the same in the eyes of a wounded child.
Oh my goodness. Oh, you speaking right now. Dang, this is crazy. This is crazy. I'm raising two little kids right now, 4 and 6. Dang, bro. I see what we doing. I see what you mean by that. Hell is for children. Wow. You know, kind of taking their experience and explaining it through this lens, right? I mean, oh man, that just this part right here got you thinking. You just like right here. The forgive and forget all the while, that right there is super true, right? Kids are super forgiving. You know what I mean? Like something can happen, an accident can happen or something like that. And in the next 30 minutes, they just forgive and forget. They love you and everything, right? We call that unconditional love, right? That starts to disappear as they get older. But that unconditional love and everything. But you know, if you take those same type of like their experience they go through, you take those same type of actions, you can understand it as an adult. You know what I mean? You somewhat can understand it from a child's perspective. It's just that you lose that perspective. You know what I mean? As you get older. And here Pat comes to not to remind us, but kind of explain it in a little bit more clarity, right? And some of it might be very, very shocking, right? And this is just the first part of it. I'm imagining how deep she's going to get.
Love and pain become one and the same in the eyes of a wounded child.
Shouldn't have to pay for your love with your bones and flesh. Yo, wait a minute, bro. Is this song about abuse? That's crazy. Hide in the light so you can't see their fears. Just dang. I didn't peep that. Whoa. And you shouldn't have to pay for your love with your bones and your... Yo. Hey, man, it's real. It's dark.
It's also confusing, it's brutal abusing. They blacken your eyes and then apologize.
Oh, nah, bro. Nah, this type of stuff where it's kind of just change your whole entire perspective. And I know, you know, there's people watching, there's people who've listened to this song that, unfortunately will kind of give you, people been through these things, right? And this kind of serves as like a reminder. I don't understand how you could be the abuser, right, and listen to this song and continue going on about your actions. This is a very important song. Right. I feel like we don't get music like this anymore. That kind of just talks about reality. Right. That a song that comes out that attempts to shame the community into improvement. What do you call that? Satire, maybe. That's what this is, right? Because there's no way you can't listen to this and then immediately either start thinking about how you parent. You know what I mean? Like I would never be like any type of be my kid. I love my kids. You know what I mean? That would never happen. You know what I mean? Not only that, but we're also a Christian household, so we don't believe in abuse. You know what I mean? So we believe in discipline. We don't believe in abuse. But I don't think how people who could do these unfortunate acts to kids, and and listen to this and then go on the same way, right? Because like I said, she does a very good job of putting like just this is a huge magnifying glass is what it is. And sometimes you got to tell the same message that's been told. You got to tell it in some format for people to finally understand. You know what I mean?
Be daddy's good girl and don't tell mommy a thing. Be a good little boy and you get a new toy. So grandma, you fell off the swing because hell is for children. And you know that their little lives can become such a mess. Hell is for children. And you shouldn't have to pay for your love with your bones and your flesh.
And the thing about this is that, you know, you as a child can't fully comprehend what's going on, but those effects that they have on you have such lasting. They're lasting. You know what I mean? They can last you your entire life. You know, because of these actions. So, you know, when you say that, you know, the hell is for children, because that's what it feels like. You know, when they're and not just abuse, but you know, emotional abuse as well. You know, like for instance, if well, I'm not going to get too in details, right? I'm not going to get too in details, but you know, these actions, if you were to put yourself in these same actions, right? Let's say that you're an adult and I don't know. I don't know. You guys get it. It's just, I really love what she's doing here, right? Because this done changed my whole perspective on how you think about these things. It's like, you know, that these things happen. And of course, you don't want them to happen and everything. But this just gives you so much more clarity. It's crazy.
With your bones and your flesh.
To people not in the know, you know what I mean? Or they're in the know, but weren't really in the know. Because explain like this, hell is for children. To explain it like that that's the clarity part.
No, hell is for children.
Wait a minute. This is I'm pretty sure you guys felt the same thing, bro. This feels like a really weird time to be, you know, rocking and rolling. You know, I you know what I mean? Like, so the whole guitar solo, the rock and roll kind of aspect on it is essentially, you know, kids going through, kids or children, right, going through the motions of being in hell due to these actions that is put upon them by whoever their guardian is at that time. You know what I mean? These are these actions, these terminalist, these devious, these demonic, evil actions that's happening to them. That's what that guitar solo, the rock and roll part of it, just rocking and rolling with the punches. That's what that solo spoke to be. But at the same time, right, they jamming. You know what I mean? Like I almost kind of want like, you know what I mean? But the lyrics are what's stopping me from being able to like fully enjoy that, because I'm just like, you kind of killing it, but it doesn't seem appropriate. You know what I mean? Like, so I got this weird feeling. You know, the solo was good, but I got this weird feeling. I wasn't expecting this. I wasn't expecting this type of lyrics. Like these are dark. I wasn't expecting these type of dark lyrics. But then again, I don't know what I was expecting. I mean, it's hell is for children. What are you going to expect? There was a modulation that was happening there towards the end of that solo right there, which also kind of, says audibly that is an escalating thing, right? That is something that just compounds, right? There's no comprehension to it. It's just stack on stack on stack on stack without being able to comprehend it. So it's just a huge amount of stress load of stuff that just escalates and escalates and escalates. You hear that in the solo. Now, it's possible that might have just been a creative liberty by the person who was playing it, and that ain't exactly what they were doing it for. Sometimes whenever you're playing a solo, it's about how you feeling at the moment. And if you felt like you wanted to drive up the chromatic scale or give us a nice little modulation up the scale, that's fine and everything, right? Solo should be from the soul, but the analyst in me wants to try to tie the music that I'm hearing to the message that's being spoken. But anyways, y'all let me know what y'all thought about this song down in the comments. Dave's out.